Hello YouTube, this is Logan Film Studios with Micro Optimus Prime. So obviously this version of Optimus Prime is tiny. It only consists of 34 pieces and is based on the semi-truck of the G1 design, although very loosely based because at this scale it's impossible to get all of the details correct. That being said, I think I did an okay job. It has the translucent blue windshield, the angled bumper, which is really only supposed to be angled in robot mode, but not everything can transform when it's this small. From the side, you can clearly see the head here, but at least it's in the back here where it kind of blends in with the blue, so it doesn't seem too out of place, at least color-wise. The other colors that seem out of place are these white 1x1 round plates with the handle on the end, and that's because they don't really come in red. And same for the Travis brick that's on the top here. It does come in red, but it's incredibly difficult to get a hold of in that color. Obviously, this model doesn't roll because the wheels are just 1x1 tiles, but it does have all 6 wheels. Here's what it looks like from the bottom. It has a gap between the legs here, but as an accessory, this model actually has this 1x1 plate with the bar on the end, which kind of acts as his ion cannon. And this can be placed in this gap here in the truck mode to sort of fill it out and give weapon storage like that. So now you can have this piece kind of filled in, even though it is technically an illegal technique here, and it's not fully pushed in, and it's not blue. But at least there's weapon storage on a model this tiny, which I think is commendable. Here's Mini Optimus Prime next to a minifigure, and here he is next to my full-size G1 Bumblebee. The transformation for this little guy is a little bit more involved than you might think. First, what we're going to do is take the gun back out from in between the legs and put that off to the side. Then we'll bring the legs down and rotate this back section with the head. This gives us clearance to then bring this arm out and rotate it around 180 degrees. Then we're going to do the same on the other side, rotate this around, bring the arm out, and rotate it 180 degrees. Then this piece can rotate up here, and the head can flip to the top. Next, what's going to happen is the leg section is going to rotate around 180 degrees, and then kind of slide in just a little bit here, and the wheels and front bumper will sort of rest on the back like this. And then the arms can be brought forward and situated, and there is Micro Optimus Prime in his robot mode. So this robot mode, just like the vehicle mode, is very simplified and blocky, especially in the chest area where there isn't really any red that's like in the front, just the grille and the windshield. The red is really more on the top and the sides here. The arms even aren't all red because of the aforementioned piece that doesn't actually come in red. But here you can see the head has the gray for the faceplate and then the blue for the top of the head and the ears. And here the not red Travis brick actually makes a little bit more sense because his neck in universe is supposed to be gray like this. On the back here, it's actually fairly clean. It does have this whole like bumper section with the front wheels as kibble, but it folds up and is pretty nice looking, all things considered. The legs here are pretty simple. They're just kind of blocks, kind of like Minecraft legs. They have the wheels on the side. Obviously there's no hidden wheels in this mode, although I did manage to kind of hide the front wheels away a little bit, at least from the front angle. Prime's accessory, once again, just this one piece acting as the ion cannon. We'll just tab into his hand right here. And it looks okay with him. It's a little bit better when you pose it like this. You can kind of rotate the clip here to simulate kind of a pseudo head turn. And for the rest of the posability, his arms obviously go in and out. They bend at the elbow here. The legs just go forward and back. There's no feet or knee or anything. And the waist can kind of rotate here, but you gotta be careful with the backpack here. It can kind of come out of place. So it's better to just leave it straight like this. Here's Micro Prime next to a minifigure, and here he is next to my full-sized Bumblebee. That's pretty much it for Micro G1 Optimus Prime. I'm probably going to make some more characters in this tiny style, as it's kind of an interesting challenge to see what sort of details I can replicate here. Stay tuned for the review of version 2 of my full-size G1 Optimus Prime, and I'll see you guys next time with my next LEGO Transformer.